Yes.
Another question that comes to mind is, napag-usapan niyo yung AI. I see that different departments have their initiative with respect to using AI. Do you feel that there has to be like a governing committee that oversees everything and funds it so that everything is coordinated and not fragmented?
Yes, I was instructed by the President to have the UST develop the national AI strategy for the Philippines. It was already approved. So the overall governance will be under the National Innovation Council, but then there are different leads for different components of the project. So for example, for upskilling and reskilling of our current employees in the private sector, we have TESDA, and the private sector. Of course, civil service will also have the component for government. DOST will focus on talent development, on bachelor's, master's, and PhD, especially on R&D. DICT will focus on infrastructure and governance. The DepDev will focus on policy. And Dolly, of course, will go in tandem with TESDA as well.
I raised that question because I filed a bill. It's a data-driven governance in AI Solutions Act. So having National Steering Committee on AI, it's basically try to fund AI initiatives to boost and help public service. So maybe we can collaborate on that, Mr. Secretary.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I have nothing further. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Representative Aberman. For the second round, from the minority, may I call Representative Reneco? Is she here? No? Now from the majority, Vice Chair Nikki Briones.
Thank you, Chairman. PST family and Secretary Solidon, good afternoon. I would like only to thank the UST family and Secretary Solidon for having a program for our food security, considering that this is our main advocacy of AGAP. May I ask the Secretary, how much is our budget for this program, food security for our people?
Doon po sa application ng Smart Agriculture sa regional operations po, 650 million for 3 years. Yung R&D po sa Smart Agriculture, 700 million plus in the next 3 years. But again, these are to be operated by the UST, but of course, proposals can come in any time of the year, and we evaluate if it can be funded. So dagdag po yun sa nabanggit ko.
Kaya ko lang naman tinanong, gusto ko mas malaki ang budget nyo para sa food security. Kung may magagawa tayo. Then, ang isa sa talagang kailangan namin sa mga agri-sector, yung paano natin tapos yung problema sa ASF, considering na 200 billion ang nawala na sa industriya namin. Itong inyong dinidevelop na locally optimized TOSLOB and BIP Tech diagnostic kits for rapid field-ready ASF virus detection, napaka-importante nito sa amin. Kung nasaan na ba tayo dito sa pagde-develop ng
yung TOSLOB po sa Bisaya po yung alam niyo Congressman Mercado yan eh. Dinidi po yan para makuha yung blood at para mabilis. And then yung kanyang partner na rapid yung PCR detection kit doon na papasok. So these are already available.
Very good. Thank you. And how about you're developing vaccine?
Naaral na po yung genome sequence nung virus na nagkokos. So tinatapos lang yung partner natin ng building to manufacture. So, syempre private sector na po yun eh. So, tatapusin lang nila yung building tapos mag-manufacture na sila. And the effort was done by a balik scientist who has now, well, of course, spent more time in the Philippines than the US, and nag-set up sila ng company to really focus on biosecurity and the development of the vaccine.
Thank you. Very good. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Okay, Mr. Chairman. Okay.
This chair recognize Congressman Reneco.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and thank you for staying po, no. I just have several questions po in relation po to some programs that you have. Po. Yung isa po dun is yung Dynaslope project. The Dynaslope project po ay nag-maintain ng flat budget of 25.518 million from GAA 2025 to NEP 2026 despite increasing landslide risks, for example, in Baguio City, which displaces families, no? I'd like to ask po, no, why is a program like this critical to disaster preparedness and public safety not receiving additional funding to expand yung operational capacity, better monitoring, and lalo na po, no, this year, bumabaha.
Of course, we do not wish that the funding will decrease. It's not to our desire naman po yun. But let me just pass on the concern to Director Bacolcol. Explain ko lang, framing ko lang ang sagot. When you start a project and you have a lot of infrastructure needed, then you spend a lot. And at some point, talagang babagsak yung budget dyan. Because what you're trying to do now is just maintain the instruments, and yung mga community na napasadahan mo na, kasi 52 lang naman yon, hindi naman taon-taon pare-pareho ang activity kasi dapat nasanay na sila. So there is a logical explanation naman kung in all projects that's why the funding, if it's operational, will go lower. But let me ask Dr. Bacolcol for the details on the Dynaslope.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Yung Dynaslope project kasi, well, it's a project dapat may start and may end. And right now, with the Dynaslope project, we are slowly integrating the project sa operation ng opisina. So like yung community dissemination awareness campaigns nila, ine-integrate na namin sa sarili naming division. And yung monitoring nila, we're also integrating them slowly sa monitoring ng opisina. So hindi na sila, the Dynaslope project is under the locally funded project. But again, we are slowly integrating them para kapag may GAA na, hindi na sila separate na budget. Hindi na sila locally funded project.
So to confirm po, there are steps being taken to to expand and institutionalize the project.
That's right, that's right.
Okay. Siguro po, can I ask, saan po sila nagfo-fall under what program? Kung basically, may phasing out na ng budget to Dynaslope and into the normal functions of the OST. Yeah.
Okay, for example, yung community part, yung seminars, they will become part of the geologic disaster awareness and preparedness program of our division of our institute. And then yung monitoring would be under the seismology division kasi they have this 24-hour monitoring. And then the research part would be part of the geology division because geology is the R&D division of our institute.
Thank you po for that. And several last questions na lang. Bibilisan ko po. It's another project po. Ito naman po yung Geospatial Information and Analysis Project for Hazards and Risk Assessment or GeoRisk-PH. Ang napansin po namin, it saw a 23.37% reduction in its budget from the GAA 2025 to NEP 2026. Though nag-increase yung MOOE, yung capital outlay was really removed. So walang funds right now allocated for long-term assets, software, servers, geospatial infrastructure. Bakit po ni-remove yung CO entirely kung yung assets na to important for sustaining accurate hazard risk assessments, lalo na po same na reason na lumalala yung pagbaha and nakikita nga natin nyo and sinisuwalat natin in other investigations yung causes ng flooding na to.
I have a response, but let me ask Director Bacalcal because it's under his supervision. Kung nagpropose siya sila ng capital outlay. Director Bacalcal.
Yes, ma'am. Hindi po kami nag-propose ng capital outlay kasi meron ng capital outlay for this year. So kapag na-acquire na yon, we don't need to propose another capital outlay for next year.
Na-acquire po siya when? Ito.
Ngayong taon po,
Okay. So hindi na kayo nag-propose ng additional for...
capital outlay for next year.
Okay. And sufficient na po yun na... Sige pa.
So, just to give a bigger picture, the GeoRisk Philippines initiative was focused only, it started under me when I was still there at VVOX. It focused on disaster and disaster-related data, from hazards to exposure. At the Department of Science and Technology, as part of the Elevate Philippines program, we have this big project called Geospatial Analytics and Technology Solutions Program. And this would have around fund of 568 million for the next 3 years. The GeoRisk will still be part of it, so that, but then we will incorporate climate data from PAGASA and other data from all DOST agencies. So there will be a bigger network of infrastructure where we can actually complement GeoRisk Philippines. So available na yung machine nila, madadagdagan pa sa compute power under the GATE program.
And thank you po for the update. And siguro ang last ko lang na I'd like to share in relation to doon sa DOST scholars, yung pinaka-cusp of the findings that we've had with us, with the consultations na attended by students from Region 1 up to Region 12 is yung problem ng understaffed po yung magbibigay at yung nagdi-disperse ng scholarship funds. Ang sabi nga po is yung ratio is one in charge to 1,000 scholars. Ganun po. So actually, nung narinig ko yung may core group pa na pinaplano, inisip ko paano mangyayari siya kung in the first place, kulang na yung tao as we speak. So, ano po ba, may plano po bang magdagdag ng tao, maging in charge nito, in relation sa kung paano to implement on a national level?
Yung core group actually is essentially a combination of DOST and the university person. And since we already have this project where we actually would bring down the money directly to them, at least na bawasan na yung bureaucracy. Pero alam ko, nagdagdag ka ba? Kasi pangako niya sa akin yun.
No, totoo. Again, thank you, Representative Rene, for doing this, yung consultations with our scholars, kasi nakakatulong din yun as another form of social listening for us. We are aware that there are these barriers, no? What we have done is we have identified several universities or campuses, and where there are no coordinators. So very concretely, for example, with PUP, right? With PUP, where we have about more than 1,000 scholars, we have already signed. We are already setting up a partnership with them, and hopefully we can have our coordinator located right inside. Dati kasi their papers will have to go to SEI directly. So so identifying these concrete barriers on the specific campuses is the step that we have been doing in the past months, and hopefully on this particular campus, those barriers will be dismantled.
And thank you very much for your indulgence. I yield to the floor po, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you, Congressman Ko. Since there's no more interpolator,